Hello everyone, if you have not seen the video of the working principle of 2-stroke and 4-stroke engines, just see my past video. The link I will give in my description. In this video I will explain the working principle of Otto cycle and diesel cycle. If you see in Otto cycle, you are supplying heat at constant volume and you are rejecting heat at constant volume. Why we are supplying heat at constant volume? The reason is that we supply heat at constant volume because when combustion takes place, the piston moves so fast that there is very less change of volume. That's why in Otto cycle they assume it, or hypothetically they think it, that we are supplying heat at constant volume. But in diesel cycle, we are supplying heat at constant pressure and we are rejecting heat at constant volume. Why we supply heat at constant pressure? The reason is that in diesel cycle, spot combustion takes place. Spot combustion means in many places there are small combustions, and due to these reasons, the piston moves up until and unless it gets very high pressure to push it down, or when peak pressure is generated. To generate peak pressure, it takes some time. That's why piston moves up. And when the piston moves up, the pressure is increasing because volume is decreasing. And when the piston moves down, pressure is decreasing. So on an average, we are assuming it, we are supplying heat at constant pressure and we are rejecting heat at constant volume. So in Otto cycle, we are supplying heat and rejecting heat at constant volume, whereas in diesel cycle, we are supplying heat at constant pressure and rejecting heat at constant volume. In this 4-stroke Otto cycle, 0 to 1 is suction, 1 to 2 is compression. What about 2 to 3? 2 to 3 is no stroke. 2 to 3 is when we are supplying heat from a source to the engine. Then 3 to 4 is expansion or power stroke. And what about 4 to 1? 4 to 1 is where we are rejecting heat from the engine to the sink. And again 1 to 0 is exhaust. Again I am telling you, 0 to 1 is suction, 1 to 2 is compression, 2 to 3 where we are supplying heat from a source to the engine at constant volume. And what about 3 to 4? 3 to 4 is expansion or power stroke. And what about 4 to 1? 4 to 1 where we are rejecting heat to the sink, and 1 to 0 is exhaust stroke. In 2-stroke Otto cycle, beside the crankcase there is a valve known as relief valve. There, fresh petrol and air mixture comes inside and piston goes up. Piston compresses the petrol and air mixture, and petrol and air mixture also comes. So, suction and compression takes place together when the piston goes up, and when the piston comes down, expansion and exhaust goes together. Expansion takes place because as combustion takes place, piston is pushed down, that is expansion, and as piston is pushed down, the exhaust port opens and exhaust gases goes outside. Port means hole. So the exhaust port opens as piston is pushed down. So in 2-stroke, if you see the diagram, suction and compression takes place together. Expansion and exhaust takes place together. There is no 0 to 1 or 1 to 0 for suction and exhaust like in 4-stroke.